Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela. Today we are going to be creating a 3-tiered tray, and I know there are a million and one inspiration videos out there on creating tiered trays, especially using dollar store products, but I was hoping to make it a little bit different, so stay tuned and see what I come up with. First, I'm taking this large charger, a plastic garden dish, and then a smaller pie pan, all from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use black spray paint that I got from the hardware store. I think this was about $2. For the pillars that are going to hold up each tier, I'm using these square dowel rods from Hobby Lobby. They were a little over $1 a piece. And I'm going to use my antiquing wax on these. I just gave each tray 2 coats of the spray paint. I didn't give the back of the charger any coats of spray paint because it was already black. And then I just brushed on the antiquing wax for the dowel rods. Once the dowel rods were painted and dried, I cut them down into 6 inches. I cut them down into 6-inch sections, as you can see here. I didn't show the first part of it because I glued it different and made it way harder on myself. But you can see that I'm taking the E6000 and hot glue, and I am just putting all 4 pieces together. I could have realistically just bought a thicker piece of wood, but this wasn't my plan initially, so we just went with it. At first, I wanted to space them out so you could see through the center, so it was kind of like in a square, if that makes sense, but it didn't really work out. It probably could have if I took my time, but I wanted to get this finished. So next I'm just going to take the same thing, E6000 and hot glue, and I'm going to put each tier on. I was in way too much of a hurry to get this done. I wanted to see what it was going to look like, and I did not wait for the glue to dry in between each tier. The entire thing ended up tumbling down and falling apart on me. So I had to go back and glue each tier, let it dry, glue the next tier, let it dry. Learn from my mistakes. Don't do that. Let it dry in between. After everything was dried, I wanted to give it a little added detail and cover up some of that glue that was seeping out around the edges. So I took some jute twine, and this is when I just wrapped it around each section. So you can kind of see here that that bottom tier is not on because it had fallen apart on me. So I decided to glue on the jute twine before adding the bottom tier now. I think this just gave it a little more polished and finished look. Once that was complete, I wanted to make some decor to go on the tray. So I have these snowflake wood pieces from the Dollar Tree and these square planks. And I'm just going to paint the plank white, and the snowflake is going to be black. I keep wanting to call it a star, but it's a snowflake. And I'm just using my Waverly chalk paints for these. I should have covered up the hole in the snowflake with some spackle or something, because you could end up seeing it through the white. You could see the white through it, whenever it was all together, but I did end up going back and just putting a little dab of paint through. And you can kind of still see it, but only if you're looking for it. So then I took my antiquing wax again, and I just went around all the edges of the wood plank and then just gave it a little bit of distressed look. Once all that was dry, I took my hot glue and just glued the snowflake down right in the middle of the wood plank. I also made one of these with an ornament, one of the wooden ornaments that are from the Dollar Tree, but I didn't show that. It was the exact same process as this first one. And here you can see how both of them look. Then I just took some of these tumbling tower pieces, and again I used the antiquing wax so that they all coordinated, and hot glued this to the bottom so that the planks would stand up on their own in the tray. And that's it, super simple. I love how this turned out. Everything I am using on this tiered tray is from either the dollar store, Dollar General. Nothing was more than maybe $3, I think, because those hats came in a 3-pack and they were $3, so $1 a piece. The candle I have actually had, that red one, but the ornaments, the little tiny ornaments, the cute snowman, coffee mug, all of the picks I just took apart from ones that were from the Dollar Tree. The little present was from the Dollar Tree. This cute red snowflake and buffalo check ornament, that was from Dollar General also that came. Actually, I think that one was just individual. That Karma candle, I love the scent of that. It's frankincense and I want to say vanilla maybe. I can't remember, but that was from the Dollar Tree. Love the smell of it. Don't want to light it because I don't want to use it up. And then on the last top tier, that mitten also came from Dollar General. So it was just a little coordinating piece on all of the trays. And I love how this turned out. Super simple, but very festive for the holidays. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's it for this video, guys. See you next time.